And we're almost on time. Hey.
About time.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? We just went live. It's been like 2 weeks since, we did an official show, so, I haven't really advertised this out everywhere. But I just want to thank you for coming back to the channel. We want to talk about the Xbox Showcase pretty much. That was the big event that happened. And on the panel today is we have 108 Dragons TV, a.k.a. Lemon. What's going on, Lemon?
And he's still AFK.
I'm there.
Yeah.
What's good, man? How everybody doing, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, glad you're here with us, Lemon. I definitely appreciate you being here, brother.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Gotta excuse me. This Fable got my life right now.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a celebrity.
No,
Cerebral.
I was told that I lost that title after what you and Scorpion got to do this last weekend. So.
That's true. I don't know.
No, we got celebrity Cerebral Paul in the building. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not much. Just chilling. Chilling like a villain, as they say, as they used to say way back in the day. Ooh, I'm doing a lot of rhyming today. Look at that.
Dang, even finish it up with a rhyme.
Yeah, you're getting good at this, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Then we have Infinite making his great return from a slumber from the beyond. What's going on, Infinite?
Hey, how we doing? Doing good. Got some sleep today, so should be a good day. Plus, I'm super excited to hear you and Dave's story over your little trip to California. So let's get to it, man.
Yeah, I hope Dave makes the show. And we have Timmy. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
And it's the real thing. It's not the Tim bot.
Yeah,
this is version 1.0. This is the real thing.
Yeah, version 1.0. Yeah.
It's version.
The real Timmy, not the bot Timmy.
Version 2 is the real Timmy.
Well, yeah. So, what you saying? I'm still a bot, and if I'm the version 1.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be playing, the showcases. We're talking kind of stuff, but I kind of want to let you guys talk a little bit first, about what you saw, about what you think, and real quick, everybody watching, shout out to Novine Crumby. She's in Redfall. We interviewed her, Paris and I. It was a really awesome interview. So definitely go check that out if you get a chance. It was a really cool opportunity there. But Lemon, you are a huge gaming fan. I mean, you're always playing games when you're not out and about doing things. So any games from this showcase that really hit at you and you're like, man, I gotta play this, I like this?
Let's see. The Callisto Protocol, As Dusk Falls. I thought those was awesome. Diablo 4, Wulong, and Starfield looks fire. Oh, and my favorite game of the show was Forza Motorsport. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
That's the definition of what next gen looks like, plays like, sounds like, and race tracing. Shout out to my boy 100.
Nice.
Yeah, those are my standouts, man.
Apparently, Ray's been busy for that game. Ray's been very busy.
Facts.
And Paul?
Yo.
Anything real quick that stood out to you?
Now, I mean, I was more excited for Redfall than I was before, given the extended information they gave us, and pretty much a lot of what Lemon just said. I mean, I've been looking forward to Forza, but seeing what they've done with the graphics and all that and the fidelity just looks amazing to me, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And of course, everybody knows I've been a Starfield fanboy since we first saw the first teaser, or even before that, when we just had the name. I was like, I'm on for it. So yeah, I'm really hyped for that. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. 2023 cannot get here fast enough for me. So
Nice. Okay. Infinite. Did you watch it? Did anything stick out to you?
I did. Of course, Redfall caught my eye. I didn't expect Redfall. Like, it caught off guard. I think I liked it with the extended gameplay there. Whatever they had, the trailer they had for it was phenomenal. And I got Starfield. Obviously, is going to be life changing when it comes out. Other than that High Life, that looked really good coming, and I'm excited for that. That caught my eye. I think it was called High Life, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Life.
High on Life.
I forgot about High Life. High Life looks great.
High Life or High on Life? I'm not sure if it was
High on Life.
High on
High
Life,
on
yeah.
Life. Yeah,
It
that
just-
looks really good. That caught me off guard. I actually look something I get into.
That
And I
made
don't
my
care what
list.
anybody says. Fallout 76. If you guys would play it again, people will shut the fuck up. Don't talk shit unless you play it again. I am so tired of people talking how dirty that game is. That game is phenomenal if you play it now. Yes, it was boring at first because the intent of the game was for you to be what you're the NPC. Your friends are the NPCs. There is no NPC. But obviously it was a dead game, so they added NPCs. After they added NPCs in the storyline to that game, it's been phenomenal ever since. You guys need to give it a break again. But other than that, no, that's a few other things I'm sure, but those are the main things that caught my eyes.
So as you guys know, I was there, and
You were?
No, you don't say.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Must have missed that. I must have missed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that this past weekend you were there? Man.
I think
There was
so,
a show this weekend, and you was there.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the recap. I didn't
Yeah.
watch it live. Now, what are you gonna tell me next? That Killer Scorpion was there too?
I think he was there. I'm not 100% sure if he was there. He was somewhere there, just roaming around, but I couldn't find him. No, so being there in person for the first time ever, I know Lemons had the experience before being at E3, and when you actually get to meet and greet people and see people, it's like a huge kind of experience. So for Dave and I, at least on my perspective, running into people that recognize me from YouTube, running into people that I've known from Twitter. It was a surreal experience, and I was very distracted because there were so many fans, so much energy. There was just a lot of fun stuff going on. Xbox really did this event proud. The food, the beverages, everything was just like on point. And being so Dave and I, we had went the day before FanFest and kind of like planned this whole event out because,
You guys, that was a phenomenal idea, though. I heard you guys discuss that earlier this week. Great idea. Go there the day before to scope everything out. I wonder how many people didn't do that.
Yeah, we wanted to be like the first people kind of like in line, So we figured out where the parking garage was and where the escalators were, the closest to all of that. And based on that, we parked on the second floor, went up the escalator. We knew where the closest bathroom was. We had the whole thing mapped out. We talked to the security guards the night before, asked them where the line was going to start. And we just wanted to be the first because it was our first experience in LA. We left Jeepers house around 3 a.m. and it was a crazy fun time. We got there, we were in line, and we were picked because we were first. So we got the VIP experience. They pulled us aside. They told us that we were going to go backstage. We were going to be on an event screen doing a pixel perfect game with Ro. And she's on Twitter. Her name is Black Compat on Twitter. She's very awesome, great host, lots of energy. And we went back there. We played this guessing game with the pixels. If you watch the virtual FanFest, you would have gotten to see that. And we guessed 3 out of 4 correct. So every time we got one right, Xbox gave away 10 $100 gift cards. So they gave away $3,000 because of us. And while we were backstage, Phil was passing us. He knew who we were, came up, started talking before he had to go out there and watch the floor. Talked to him for a little bit. And then we got escorted to our seats on the balcony. We had prime seats on the balcony, and it was really awesome, the whole experience. we got to talk to Aaron Greenberg behind the stage. We got to talk to some of the social media teams behind the stage. I can't recreate the experience. All I could tell you about it, and it's something like you had to been there. Everything was lit up pretty well, green. It was awesome, exciting. Man, it was a lot of fun. It was great.
Sounds like it. It's gonna be an amazing time.
Tell them about that buffet.
Oh yeah, unlimited
That's
buffet.
Paul was talking about. Paul couldn't shut about the food. He was like, food. Tell spread.
Yeah. So they had barbecue pulled pork. They had buffalo cauliflower. They had different kinds of pizza. Unlimited sodas.
Did you eat the pizza right this time, Clams? Remember, Lemon said you didn't eat it right last time.
It was just.
Was there any pizza with pineapple on there? That's what we need to
Oh
discuss.
my god.
If there was,
no,
I had to become a PS5 fan. If there wasn't, I'll continue being an Xbox fan.
No.
That's what I need to know.
Was there mustard for the
Pineapple
pizza?
decides
That's what
my
I want to
fate
know.
If I go to the dark side or not. I'll join everybody else over there. You'll start hearing me.
Nice. No.
You know what? Next time I see Phil, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, do you like pineapples on your pizza?" And he's gonna say yes. And when he say yes, then
I'm quitting Twitter. I'm done.
Cerebral Paul gonna say, "I like that. Watch."
Watch. He's like, but
Yeah,
Xbox
it's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah.
So a lot of the cameras were on the floor, and they were from Xbox Media's team, and they kept taking pictures of Dave and I as we were like walking around and stuff. And one of the cool things that was kind of like a really cool experience, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this was a really cool experience. So Preya, who is one of the leads on this VIP experience, they kept our badges backstage when we were mic'd up, because we had to put these special mics on to go on screen. The kind that Lemon tells everybody to use is very similar to those mics. They had the wireless clip-ons and everything. And we're walking around, and this is no joke. Xbox and the security team take it very, very serious when there is no badge on you. So they kept coming up to us and like, "Hey, you got no badge." And Pray's like, "Oh, they're with me." And they're like, "Oh, but they got no badge." She's like, "No, they're with me." And again, they were like, "Where's their badge?" Like, they took this so serious, and she had to keep explaining it to everybody. So that was kind of like a cool experience because she felt kind of important there for a moment. We saw a lot of people from the community. Wagerman was there. I saw him. Midnighter. He always takes pictures. He's been to every single FanFest. He's never missed one. He's even got the original like bronze card from 2015 from FanFest, which is amazing.
Nice. Not that I collect them, but did you see any pins go around?
Oh yes, I got 2 from the accessibility team.
I haven't seen any Twitter pictures of the pins this year. Has anybody else? You might want to
the pins or the pens?
Pins.
What, P-E-N? Pen?
P-I-N.
Right with?
Pin, like
pins
they give you
shirt pins, cap pins, like they put them
Yeah,
on
I got a few pins. I got one a lot of people don't got. I have the 1X chip pin.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Jimmy must not know about those pins, buddy. You gotta.
No.
It's like it's a
I be
secret
getting
little
the
world,
pins
man.
all the time. Yeah, it is. It's like a little. It's like a cult.
Yeah, I saw one from the Series X, one you're talking about, and I think the Series X was going for a couple $100. I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, I have one.
I don't know what it got.
Matter of fact, I have 2.
Lemon. You might have one of the ones that I have. I have the accessibility controller one. Somebody sent me an accessibility controller pin from that year they did that. The year you were there.
Oh yeah.
Did they give you the controller? Is it the accessibility controller?
It's actually a pin. It's a pin that looks like the controller. Yeah, it's.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
I don't have that one, but I did interview that team that
nobody
has
has
that controller.
Does anybody have a complete list of the pins that have come out, and anybody have an idea where you can find that?
No, that's a good question. I
look into.
I gotta try to find out. I'll try to find out for you.
I know there's guys out there on Twitter that have all the pins. They hunt those pins like crazy.
It's a big thing at E3.
Yeah,
Yep.
Early bird get the worm though.
I've seen pins, talked about pins for packs. I mean, they do pins for a lot of things. I think they do pins for
I didn't see no pins at PAX.
At
I didn't
PAX?
see none. Yeah, I
I
didn't see
thought they
none.
gave out pins for PAX East.
I didn't see any. But I do got my Xbox One, my Xbox One X, the chip. And I got one in some look like you know how Jurassic Park had that fossilized mosquito?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's one with a chip like that in it too. I got that. That's somewhere around here. That
Okay.
pin,
Yeah, you
that
can
pin
buy
life is
Gear
different.
Shop every now they'll have a limited run on the Gear Shop. You can pick them up. Like they got the console pins right now available. I'm looking at.
Which console? Series X?
They have the pins for the OG Xbox, the 360 Xbox, the Xbox One, the Fat, the new S, the X, and then the Series X pin. But it's just the Series and the X.
Mm.
And they got Gears of War's pins on their shop right now. People collect those pins like crazy, man. I'm telling you.
No, but the pins at E3 is exclusive.
Yeah,
That's not. Yeah, that you
those
can't buy
people
those. The
buy
ones
all
on
up.
E3 you can't buy
They'll
those.
they'll do the limited runs on the store if I'm not mistaken as well.
No, I don't know because when you go to E3, right?
Yeah, not the ones they give out
Microsoft has a
free,
store
but
set up.
They do limited runs on the store, Xbox store. So they'll only have maybe 1,000 available. When they're sold out, they're sold out. Like all the say the Gears of War pins they have available right now, limited release, they're already sold out. They're $40, they're already sold out, so they'll never have them again.
Yeah, they do that in E3. Like they have E3 branded stuff, and once you buy it in that store, that's it. They ain't sold nowhere else.
You sure you had to buy them? I thought they gave them out for free.
No,
Like, they gave them
no,
out.
I'm talking about like different items. Like I have a Gears of War pop that's never been sold by Pop. You only can get it at E3. It just was for E3. Just like when you go to what you call it, Comic-Con, and they got a Comic-Con edition of stuff.
Nice.
You can't buy that stuff in no store. Yeah, you got to be there. My boy Bloody was online for a lot of that stuff. He was, because once it goes, that's it. Even I got a PlayStation Spider-Man cake too that you couldn't buy from the store, but you had to buy it from the store at E3.
Nice.
Limited edition.
It's a limited edition, but it's an E3 special. That was a 2018 one. That was the last Sony one, so I have that.
Very nice.
Yeah, but it's a big thing, Infinite. You got to be there early. Like I was on the line like 6 a.m.
Yeah, but I value when people do it. Like when people are fucking that committed, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was out there. I came back with a big bag of stuff. 100 said, "What is all that stuff you put in the truck?" I said, "Oh, that's the stuff from this morning." Because I left early.
I think Crispy wants to buy it off you, Lemon.
Huh?
Crispy wants to buy it off you, saying how much?
All right, no, I'm a Gears fan too. I ain't selling that stuff. I got some of those pops on my when you look at my channel in the background, them E3 ones, especially the one with the Queen. Yeah, that was an E3 special. Yeah, but you gotta be up early. That's no joke over there, man. You gotta be real early because that line is woo. Then you gotta hope by the time you get up there, they got your shirt size and everything. Just like the interview I did at As Dust Falls, that's an E3 shirt. Even the dude that worked at Microsoft said, "Yo, I've been trying to get that shirt. I couldn't get it." I said, "Because it was only at E3." He said, "Oh, yeah." It's one of those shirts. I said, "Yep." They got your gamer tag on the back and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, this year is the first time I didn't buy a FanFest shirt because I didn't like the jersey.
I did. And guess
Did
what?
you?
I had to hit customer service 2 days ago. I just was telling clowns it was $94. They took my money and my shirt didn't come. I just gave them my order. They emailed me back. I talked to them Tuesday. They emailed me back Wednesday and said they're looking into it. They want to give me my money back. I want my shirt.
So I got a question, Carlo. How about this? When you guys got your shirts, you guys pre-order them, or they have them available for you guys right then and there when you guys they knew you guys were coming? I'm lost. How did you guys get your shirts?
They gave us a thing where we could order online, and then when we got there, it was registered to us, so they knew based on the registration to give it to us.
Yeah, I can tell you when we registered to try to win the tickets at FanFest, which I believe is how Scorpion got his. They
Yeah,
asked us about shirt size and the name we wanted on the back of the shirt. So
Yeah, they
poor
big with
Scorps.
that. They
Poor-
big with
poor-
that. That
Hey,
section
Paris,
to buy shirts. It's a whole press machine in that corner. They do it.
Mine, man.
You buy your shirt and you give them your gamer tag and you come back in an hour.
Yep, it's poor killer Scorp now. No more Killer Scorpion. Now it's just Killer.
Yeah, it's Killer Corp.
Killer
Oh, this thing
Scorp.
is too long, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm. But that's a big thing. That's a big thing at them shows, man. Them damn shirts with your gamer tag on it. That's huge. That is really huge out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That they do stuff like that. So, Timmy, any takeaways? Any thoughts?
Of what I see at the show, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of the Plague Tale game. That looks like it'd be fun. Also, Nightingale. Valheim, is it called?
Yeah,
Valheim.
Right. Yeah,
Valheim.
They look like it'd be fun to play with friends. And Forza, obviously.
Okay.
But don't be too excited about too many games, Timmy.
I know. What is the excitement, Timmy? What's going on?
I don't know.
He probably doesn't remember. You got brain fart.
I was trying to think of the games that I remember that I like. That's what I was trying to think of. That's why it's.
Okay. Well, I mean, for me, I thought Forza was great. I thought the High on Life game was awesome. I thought Pentiment was really cool by Obsidian. Scorn, I'm not 100% into.
Me either.
You know,
I haven't, and I lost confidence in that game when they laid it, right? Never seen it come out. Well, they had on E3 or not E3, but yeah, was it E3 last summer they showed it, or right for the Xbox showed out? Was it Xbox Series X showcase?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I didn't even know anything
It's
about
been
it.
shown 3 years. now.
Yeah, it got dropped off. It dropped off for me. That's why I can never be a PlayStation guy. I can't see a game be advertised for 5 years straight before it comes out. I just lose interest. My excitement level goes further and further down. Like
I'm not interested because it doesn't look like it has too much action.
I was interested.
Any of you look interested in the Texas Chainsaw game or not?
Yeah, I'm a movie fan. Oh yeah.
It did catch my attention.
Yeah, with me it depends. If it plays like more like the recent one that came out, what's it called?
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, then it does like Left 4 Dead, which I don't care for that style because it's just a bunch of running around. Then
Paris,
I'm
what was you
interested in
handing
it.
out? What was you handing out, Paris? He said he was handing something.
He was
out.
handing the shirts.
He's handing out the shirts. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you handed out my 4X shirt that said lemon on the back that didn't come in the mail after I spent $94. It's your fault. It's Paris' fault.
Yeah, the clowns got your.
They're
Get it.
Clowns wearing my shirt in the low inside out.
yeah. There's some guy walking around somewhere in the country with a shirt that says lemon. He's going, I don't know why it says lemon, but
He
you
was
know.
like, you want your money back? I said, nope, I want my shirt. Shoot, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you know, so if you're watching, I know that I posted this in some Facebook groups. So if you're watching on Facebook, feel free to try to chat on YouTube or come in the YouTube chat because I don't think the Facebook things. I think they're starting to block that stuff.
It doesn't. Yeah, the Facebook feed doesn't read for the chat.
Yeah,
You
it
gotta
doesn't read
keep
on my channel either.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Oh man, and we've been gone 2 weeks too. So we're back, everybody. If you're listening to us, we're gonna make consecutive content. So we're coming back.
We're back. We got interviews coming up. We got shows coming up. Yep, we're gonna be busy.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Paris
So-
called me one of my homeboys' names from N1. He used to call me Lemon Squeeze, and look what he Look, he putting. I used to tell my boy Biz, stop calling me that.
A little bit of squeeze the lemon, eh? You know, some people squeeze lemon on their pizza. I want to point that out there.
No.
And now it's lemon on pizza now, is it?
Yeah. Just I'm putting it out there. You know, I want to say this, right? Being at the event and watching Starfield on the big screen and the loud music and everything. I didn't appreciate it for what it was, right? Because I was just looking at it too much. However, I will say that the fact that the solar system's over 100 solar systems, I mean, that's amazing. I'm putting it in. That's a lot of work, and got to give them credit over there at Bethesda for doing that. And I had to rewatch it at home. So Paris, I'll do my best. So the way it started out is we got there at 5 a.m. Well, you know, let's start earlier than that. We left Cheaper's house at 3:50 a.m. Rode on the Los Angeles highway from 3:50 a.m. to about maybe 4:58 a.m. We parked in the parking garage, one of the only two cars there. We walked up the escalator. We knew exactly where we were because the day before we saw where the signs were in downtown Los Angeles. And we lined up. So the funny part was at 5 a.m. there was nobody there except the security guard and his dog Virgil. And I lined up behind the security guy because I thought he was in line for FanFest. And I'm standing there, and I'm standing behind him, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in line for FanFest." And everybody's like, "He's a security guard. He's not in line for FanFest." You know, and I looked down, and the dog had a badge, a security badge on him and everything. I was like, "Oh, so you're not in line for FanFest. So me and Dave are number 1 and 2. Yes!" Well, Dave's number 1. Yeah. I'm number 2 because I'm his +1. And so we were hanging out there in line, front of the line. Everybody was taking pictures of us. Then Brina and Preya came over, started talking to us, asked what we were excited for. I said I was hoping to see a Battletoads Season 2, right? Everybody laughed at me and said, "Oh, yeah, it's a great series. You know, it was fun." And they sat there talking to us. And then when they pulled us aside, I almost went with the regular crowd because I didn't realize that we were picked for the VIP stuff. Like, I literally went, and she had to pull me back. She said, no, over here. And I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then, they explained the whole VIP stuff. And it was really exciting because they're like, "Follow us." And, I mean, we got to move through the crowds pretty quickly. Everybody kind of, like, made way for Dave and and backstage, we got to see a lot of stuff backstage, a lot of stuff. We got to see how the content rooms are set up, how they place all the light in. It's just amazing. They're professionals, obviously. They know what they're doing. The guy that handled the mics knew exactly what volume to put them on, how to change it up during the live show. The teleprompters were there, but Dave and I didn't have to read a teleprompter, thank God, because we wouldn't know how to follow it along. But you just follow off the energy of the host, and Ro was an amazing host. By the way, she's on Twitter at Black and Pat. I said this I think before, BlackCompat. She is involved in Black diversity gaming. She's a really amazing person with tons of energy.
Yeah.
Tons.
Her and her sister both stream on their Twitch channel of the same name. So yeah, yes. It's well worth a follow. They're great to watch.
Yeah, amazing people. And she was just awesome. She made the whole experience very fun. She fist bumped us as we came in, and the way that it works is like they want to make sure that everything's on key, everything's prepared. So you do like a practice run with, a fake game. It's not like the real game that we played. It's very similar with different answers, but they run us through it to make sure that we understand it and that we know that what we're doing. Everything was, I mean, it's just amazing. And then, you know, as we were leaving the Pixel Perfect studio to go follow Brina to find our spots on stage, we also won nail polish kits by Opie as well. I don't know if you guys
I
know
know
that.
you couldn't wait to get back then, clown.
Use those.
Yeah. Maybe if I put them on my fingers, people from Facebook would, you know, come in here. Yeah, but no, we got those, so that was really cool. And, you know, like I said, Phil was passing by. He stopped to talk to us. He asked us how the plane ride was from Florida. Nobody could believe that we got there at 5 a.m. Like, everybody was really, really shocked about this. And
okay, so when did the line actually start to form? When did other people start to show up? I actually was wondering about that.
probably around 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Oh.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Slackers. If you hear me.
After what you did this year, they're going to be out there at 3 a.m. next year.
Yeah, they are. They are probably. You know, and so the whole experience, I mean, even coming back from the show, we had a 14-hour layover in Denver that got delayed to be about 15 hours. And I wouldn't trade the experience in for anything. It was well worth it. It was just amazing, the whole thing. Even the layover was worth it. We got to know people at the airport. We were talking to people. Some guy named Marvin, met him at Shake Shack. You know, he didn't like the coffee that they gave him. Got to know the guy next to me while I was eating fish and chips. He warned me, offered me his fish and chips. I said no. And then I got fish and chips and regretted it. And, you know, that's true. Paris is right. I wasn't, because we were doing stuff backstage, but Greenberg shouted clowns out my gamer tag on the floor on Greeny and Friends while he was talking. So that was amazing. I was really excited about a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, I wish Dave was here to go into more of it, because he said I blocked his photo opportunities sometimes.
You did. There is proof on the internet. There's a shot of you guys standing in line, and you can't see Dave at all. You know?
See his arm. His arm made the shot.
It's not his arm. That's Dave. That's my arm. Yeah, there it is.
I got to meet Matt Booty. I got to meet Pete Hines, and we talked to them for a bit. They were really cool. Almost met Sarah Bond. That was an experience, but we were late in finding the place for dinner. She was hanging outside, and we got lost for like 35 minutes. It felt so bad.
How you getting lost with smartphones in your pocket with GPS?
Well, it looked like it was up in the bowling alley. So we walked almost to the restaurant, and Dave was like, no, I got a feeling we're going the wrong way. You better hurry up. And we turned around. I found Dave. Thankful Dave's not here to defend himself, because he would probably say it wasn't his fault. But we walked around back to the bowling alley, and we went up, and he's like, oh, this ain't it. And then we walked back down. We walked back around. And, you know, that's what it was, man.
Just like two guys couldn't stop somebody who actually maybe worked there and ask them for directions or nothing. No.
We did. We did. No, we did. We asked security. Then, because the name of the restaurant is I'll say it because it's a real popular restaurant. It's called Sol Agave. It had some really interesting food. And you know what the security guy said to us? Well, if you know Sol Agave, why don't you call him? And Dave's like, we don't know Sol Agave. God. It's a restaurant. And security guy's like, just give him a call. And Dave's like, we can't. It's a restaurant. And the guy's like, oh, I never heard of it. I never heard of this Sol Agave guy. And Dave's like, again, it's not a guy. It's a restaurant.
Wow.
So that was an experience. But overall, man, like, the showcase was hype. We got I would say a goodie bag. It had like gummy bears in it, buttered popcorn, a labeled water bottle that said Xbox Bethesda Showcase.
Very nice.
We got the jerseys, which was the big thing. We got the badge, of course. We got to do like these really cool photo ops with Starfield and Redfall, where they put you in the picture. with the background, which was awesome. And yeah, I mean, overall, it was an awesome time. It was a really awesome time. Hung out with Paris after the show as well, so that was great. And I was really excited for that. That was a lot of fun. We got to walk around a little bit, and I got to take in LA and figure out was there lactose-free options. I'm sure if you ask in LA, I'm sure there's got to be some lactose-free option.
Let me ask you this, for you could tell people. Tell the people, right? Because this is what's amazing when you go to one of these events. Phil, Aaron, Matt Booty, all the whole team over there, they do these events all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell them they had the energy that was crazy. Like, they always look like they're excited while they're there. The interaction with the fans and stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely, 100%. It was amazing. Like, I mean, when Phil was done his signing, he was walking the floor downstairs by, where they were serving food and stuff, and fans just kept coming up to him, taking pictures and talking to him, and the whole experience was really cool. I got to talk to him for a little bit too as well. And then when Aaron was upstairs just walking around, he wasn't even in line to get like signatures or nothing, right? He was just walking the floor talking to fans, but he was like in the section where he was kind of like, I don't know if he was trying to just take a break for a minute to drink a soda or something, but no lie, this is pure honesty, a line formed around him, and this wasn't even a place where a line was supposed to form. Like, that's what happened to Aaron Greenberg. Like, he didn't mind it. He talked to the fans, he took pictures. He was real energetic, real happy to see people, real happy to see Xbox fans come out. He even said to me that thank you for my dedication for being there at 5 a.m. Like, he didn't expect anybody to be there that early. So he was really surprised about that. And, there's something I want to shout out. There's somebody in the community called MJ. And he's done stuff. He's written stuff for the Iron Lords, MJ Beatty. He's a real nice guy, really nice guy. And he talks to Aaron off and on, and Aaron let him know that he likes baklava. So MJ's mom makes baklava, and he brought it with him from Burbank, California, so Aaron could try it. And Aaron actually called MJ's mom to thank her. Like, how cool is that, man? Like, seriously.
Very sociable team over there. Very sociable.
Oh,
you don't get that from anywhere else, man. And also, huge shout out to Ben Kenobi on Twitter as well. He is a huge fan of Xbox, and he's been making images, like just fan art stuff, right? Fan art stuff of Xbox. And Tim Dog started reposting his posts and stuff, and people started to follow him, get to know him. And Aaron got to know him from his posts and his excitement for Xbox. And Aaron invited him to talk on stage about his fan experience, going from just creating these images to coming up at the Xbox Showcase and what that was like for him. Like, how cool is that too? Like, you get an executive that reaches out to the fans that do stuff like that, man. Like, you don't see that there very often.
You don't see it at all.
No, you don't see it at all. Not even very often. You don't see it at all.
Hey, Dave's in the chat. Why isn't Dave in the...
He's coming.
Okay.
Just got off
Dave,
work.
Yeah, Dave, I hope you're coming, because, I talked about our mishap of going to the restaurant, buddy.
And he said it was all your fault. Hey, Dave, he laid it all on you.
Yeah, Dave got us a little lost. I mean, that's okay, though. Right, Dave? Oh, geez, Graph. Oh, Graph. Oh, man. So, Timmy, like, anything else that you saw? Like, maybe Xbox Extended? Anything that you thought was epic? Anything that you thought was amazing?
Some of the new stuff that they're adding to some of the games. With Flight Sim, some of the new stuff they were showing that looked quite cool. The way they went to the museum and stuff like that. To be able to get some of the planes to photograph for it.
The nostalgia planes.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, if anybody's never been to the Ugvarhazy part of the Smithsonian, which is by the airport in Washington D.C., it is amazing. I've been there once. I've been where Paris was. It's like going into. They have them hanging off the ceiling and stuff. You almost feel like you're a little kid looking at models, but they're full size planes. It really is amazing. So yeah, it's an incredible part of the Smithsonian that a lot of people don't realize is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lemonade, anything that you want to add as well?
Well, to take on what you're saying about the execs, in 2017, when I met them at the Xbox One X launch, right? I come up in my truck. I'm a big dude, so I come up in my truck. I'm blasting DMX. X gonna give it to you. I jump on my truck with my camera with the lights, go over to the line. Everybody going crazy, right? Phil and Aaron walk up to me and say, "Who are you?" Right? And I said, "Oh, I ain't nobody. I'm just, a small YouTuber, and I'm just here to get some coverage." Phil had a whole film crew around him. He spoke to me for about 15 minutes. He walked away, but Aaron stayed with me for like 30, 35 minutes while I was working the line, talking to different people and individual. And this is 2017, midnight launch at the Microsoft store. I've never seen executives so energetic, so friendly, and open to talk to the public, like no holds barred. So that's just a great experience. So I know what you went through, clowns. I know what you went through. It's awesome, man. Them dudes is awesome.
Yeah, like I mean, I just keep reliving it in my head for the moment. It was really exciting, and there was just a lot of cool things, and I'm gonna throw some humor here, right, guys? Like I'm gonna throw a little bit of humor in this. So, in the area that we were in, California, there's a lot of mountains, where we stayed on the highways, and one of the mountains had a flag at the top, all the way at the top. And no lie, everybody wore NASA t-shirts over in this part of California. Okay.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why? I don't know. Maybe NASA was close. Maybe they had a NASA substation or something. But all these mountains had like this special red rock. And we thought that maybe we could like take some photos and imprint us there as like the Mars landing. And it looked really cool. No word of a lie, Jay says.
No word of a lie.
Yeah, I mean, so guys, where's the excitement? I mean, come on. I need some excitement. I need
just
some
got
energy.
back from a fantastic trip. You tell us. What else you got?
You're
Scorpion should be in here adding. Where you at? Get your behind in here. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Scorpion. Dave.
It's quite nice the support they showed to the Stalker developers and stuff like that. Did that video tribute to them and stuff.
Oh, I thought that was awesome.
The extended.
Too.
Yeah. Dave said he was driving, so he can't get in here right now. So
pull over, use your cell phone, make it happen. Do it now.
we did find out that Dave is really, really close to me. Now I have to move. Okay, where he's.
So what excited you, clowns? What game did it for you?
Redfall and High on Life. Those two games I thought were mind-blowing. I loved them very much. And I can't wait to play them. Redfall, when I first saw Redfall, I didn't know what to think of it, outside of the showcase. I had no idea that much about it. I just knew it was a co-op kind of thing. I didn't know that there was going to be single-player stuff. And seeing that whole thing, I really wanted to play Redfall like right away. But I'll wait for it, and when it comes out, I will gladly play that. And
did
then
they have any games for you to play at the at the FanFest? And what
they did? I didn't play any though, but they did have some stations set up right next to the hardware for the controllers, design lab, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I remember seeing Minecraft Legends. Paris, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I remember Minecraft Legends. I remember a Halo game, Flight Simulator. And
Minecraft is on the screen now, and Minecraft Legends.
Yeah, we don't get Minecraft.
Not Legends, Dungeons. I'm sorry.
Dungeons. Okay.
Yeah, that's what was there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I wish Dave was here to go on about this, but He's AFK driving.
Anybody excited about the Gotham Knights or the Hogwarts Legacy?
Hogwarts
Definitely
Legacy
Hogwarts
and
Legacy,
Gotham
yeah.
Knights. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for both of those, big time. Really.
I've always watched the movies for Harry Potter, but because they're coming out of the game and it seems so detailed, I started reading the books. But I gave up about book number 5. But I started reading the audiobooks at work. They're like 20,
I've read all
25-hour long
8 books.
audiobooks. They are so long.
The 7 book covers.
But just to learn
Audiobooks is
some more,
awesome.
more than what I've learned in the movies. But getting excited about the lore around that franchise.
And the nice thing about Hogwarts Legacy is, yeah, the books will get you into the world, but the legacy has nothing to do with what you're, not the same
Yeah,
character.
I read
So it
the
allows
book,
them to
get a
have
rough
with a little
idea
more
of-
flexibility.
Exactly. And then you got don't forget like Fantastic Beasts that were getting tossed in there in that game too. There's a large story there, a lot of lore they can make out of it. So I'm excited about it.
What did y'all think about the announcement of finally Persona hitting Xbox? The whole series.
Yeah,
Game Pass.
Game
Pass.
Lemon's
Yes.
favorite thing to say.
I don't
yes,
know what Clowns is doing. Clowns is slacking. He's still excited, man. Infinite,
Yeah.
man, you got to take over.
Yeah, doesn't
course.
Clowns just look
Do
so
it.
high energetic and excited? Looks like he's about to fall asleep.
I could be Lemon. We discussed while you were away before pre-show.
I heard
that
you.
were-
It's
it
Limon.
Yeah, it could be Lemon.
Limon.
Limon.
Like lemon queso, like lemon and chips and lemon and cheese.
Lemon is good with everything, baby.
Absolutely.
Oh, guess who it is? Dave's here to help out. All right, Dave, let's go. Come on, tell us some things, buddy. Tell us.
I gotta work for a living now. Come on, give me time to drive home. Shit.
Give you time.
I was driving and watching this thing. All right.
Tell us how Clowns blocked you in every picture. Go ahead.
Every picture, man. You look at it. Oh, at least your arm's showing. Thanks.
Well, your arm's showing. They know it's your arm.
See, that Dave, what that tells you is you need to get next time you're going to do stuff with Clowns, you need to put a tattoo on your arm that says,
Right.
I'm Dave. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You got the
Like,
sexiest
I won.
elbow in the game. Let's go.
I won. He is my +1. And he was in front of me for every picture. Like, come on. You're my +1. You're behind me. 1 + 1 is 2. You're number 2.
That's right. I mean, that's the truth, right? I mean, can't deny that.
You're Dave's number 2, yes.
Yeah. It was a good time. I loved it. And like you were saying, Lemon, talking to Phil and Aaron, yeah, they're personable guys. Yeah, you can just go up, shake their hand, just sit there and talk to them. Like they put their pants on the same way as you, one leg at a time.
Yeah. They're awesome. They are awesome. Because, that night on 2017, it was a VIP thing. They had all these stars there, the cast from Stranger Things. They had rappers. They had Shaquille O'Neal. Had all these people. Had 2 major celebrities. That's my friends. Tim Dog and goddamn Megatron. But at the time I didn't know them. But they was like, "You want to come in? You got great energy." I says, "Nope, I gotta go to Brooklyn and put the rest of my borough on my YouTube channel too." They was like, "Oh, we respect that," and that's why I left. But they damn sure invited me in, like they knew me. They was like, "You can come right in. We'll get you right in right now." I was like, "Nope, gotta go." Yep, they're awesome dudes. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Who's
Dave.
typing. Is that you? Is that you, Clowns?
No.
Oh, all right.
All right. What story am I telling?
You gotta tell them the whole thing, Dave. Tell them everything, about whatever you want to tell them, Dave.
Tell them how you got you and Clowns lost, because we want to hear this story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
When we were going to Soul Agave and the guy kept saying,
no.
call Soul Agave, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's not a guy, it's
It's a restaurant.
it's a restaurant. Yeah.
So we went up to the second floor, right where the entrance was. Security guys, I was like, "Dude, do you know where Soul Agave is?" "Oh, you're gonna have to call him. I don't know who that is." Like, it's a restaurant. "Oh, isn't that the new restaurant around the corner?" So we went, used the GPS on our on the phone, and it said, we were there. It's right inside the building. It's like, well, how do we get inside? So it ends up being on the complete opposite side of the building. Like it was, I didn't get us lost. We just didn't know where it was. Neither did
You had that
anybody else.
secret bat cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't had the bat code. But where was it exactly downtown? Was it by the Microsoft Center or
Yeah,
somewhere
so
else?
it's at the Nova, which is like cat a corner from the Microsoft Center.
Okay. Did y'all get a chance to go in there?
We did not.
Oh,
Probably could
okay.
have, but we did not.
It's
go
awesome
in
in
there.
there. Yeah, it's awesome. That's where they had to eat when they do their presentation. They have it there. It's awesome, especially when they set it up for the games. Be on stage all day. It's awesome.
I'm gonna close my phone down here.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed myself. Jay, you cannot be me.
Yeah, he wants to be you right now. He wants to talk about it.
So they were telling us, Killer, that Carlos said you were going to give us your pins, or you're going to wrap them off to the show hosts. Is that correct? Is that what I heard?
My pins? What
any type of swag you got, any type of fun stuff you're going to give everyone.
Oh, yeah, no.
He's like, yeah, no.
Since we couldn't be there with you, you were on a share, but apparently not. Someone's a little greedy.
You could have been there with me. You could have watched the stream.
I did. I watched.
Okay, then you were there. You were there. You were there.
I like the way you talk. I like it. I like it a lot. Shut me right up. Fine, whatever.
So
get that pre-video, that video of us winning all that money.
I completely missed all that part. I caught the end where they shot you guys out again for helping, and I did not. Side note: anybody excited about Baham going to Game Pass from PC? Anybody expected that? I thought it was a long time ago, so I never thought it was gonna happen.
Which game?
Fahim. It's like a survival game for set in when you're Viking.
Valheim. Yeah,
Valheim. Is that what it is? I thought it was Fahim. Sorry. And then Valheim's coming. I just got my daughter a PC. I don't think it was this past Christmas, with a 3060 in it, just so she could play good Valorant. And now it's coming to the Xbox.
You know what we haven't really talked about?
Instead of paying $1,800 for PC, I can spend $300 on the little boy and call it a day.
You know what we didn't talk about? Let's talk about the importance of a major announcement that was announced that people are not really talking about and don't understand how deep that is. That League of Legends.
Yep, I've been tooting that horn for the last few days.
Legendary. We talking about a game that's bigger than Fortnite and everything else, the biggest esports game, and nobody's talking about that major announcement.
How do you think it's gonna port though? That was my only worry.
What you mean port? It's on PC. It's not on console.
PC
going from a controller to keyboard and mouse.
No, listen to me. It's not on console. It's PC only. It's Game Pass PC. Yeah. You unlock all the characters that people been grinding for years. Right? It's unlocking all the characters for you. It's giving you the content, and it's in Game Pass. That is amazing. People don't even know the magnitude of that announcement.
Yep. I tweeted that it was the most underappreciated announcement that they made throughout the show. It got glossed over by all the other big stuff, and it was really probably like you said, it's one of the biggest deals they made.
On PC. That's the biggest thing they could have possibly did.
Yeah, and the fact that with all the other games that are PC and mobile, and some are just mobile, that they're releasing the characters too. In some cases, all of the characters. In some cases, a limited selection. But still, like you said, these are characters that they've grounded for. Yeah, it is a major win.
Nobody, PC people understand, but this console people don't understand how big League of Legends is.
Yeah.
That was.
Because it's also
like, wow.
What is it? It's League of Legends, it's Runeterra, it's Valorant, and
that's the one. Runeterra, Valorant. Those are the ones I was from. Right, I caught my eye. League of Legends, I thought was already free on PC, and I mean, I get you're gonna get all the extras with it, but I don't know what those extras cost.
League of Legends is huge.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big deal.
I just told you it's bigger than Fortnite.
Yeah.
To go into Game
About
Pass
4
and
times.
PC, though, is what I'm
So
I'm
they're
confused
going-
about.
They're getting
Say
all
it again.
the-
Say
Somebody
it again.
explain it to me?
Infinite.
Yeah, what's the difference from it being already free on PC?
It's
being
not
in-
free.
Versus going to, yeah, it is free on Game Pass.
And-
Or
but
free
look,
on
but
League of
even-
Legends. It's free to play. All the DLCs and characters are what cost you money, but I don't know what
Well,
it costs.
all of that's in there. Every last bit of it is in there.
But I don't know is that a $20 pack? What does that equal out to be? Is what my question is. How much
Free.
value you get if I could go into Game Pass?
Free.
Because it's already free on PC.
Don't matter what it costs. Free. Everything included. Everything unlocked. That makes me want to jump in because dudes have been playing that game for years. So if I can get in there and be competitive, right?
No,
And
I hear
I'll
that.
be able to be
That's
having
why a lot of
fun.
people don't get into
Right.
massive
Especially
multiplayer
late in the
online
game.
games. It's because the
Right.
grind. You're by the time 6 months, a year to game's end, you're so far behind you'll never catch up.
Right. That's how I feel
You'll
about
never be
Destiny
top
too.
tier.
So,
Nobody
so
has
that
time
means
to
So far
grind.
Yeah, I'm
behind. I don't
now
want to.
that as well.
Xbox has League of Legends, so that's an E series games. They
Yeah.
got Activision
Valorant,
with all the
RuneScape.
Call of Duty.
And,
Valorant's a big one. Valorant's
and
huge.
Diablo.
So
And
I mean,
Diablo.
yeah, so these
Major.
And they got King as well.
Yeah, the King is
Major.
a big one too. The King is a big one that people tend to forget about for the mobile gaming market. King is big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I'm not a mobile gamer, but I
Me
know
either, but
there's
millions.
billions of people
Yeah,
out there that
there are
are.
millions
Yeah.
that do. There are
Yeah,
millions that do.
Right.
Millions of
I
I
people
play
don't
out
do
there
my
that
Candy
phone,
play
Crush.
but
on
you
them.
know, I always
Billions.
say that I'm not the factor here. You know, millions. I know people that play PUBG on mobile. I'm like, what?
Yeah, for real.
But
I-
millions of
I
people
see
do.
gameplay on PUBG Mobile on YouTube, and there's 30,000 people and 10,000 people in the chat room rooting for their team.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and they're from like India, Pakistan, they're from the Middle East. That's what's big over there is that PUBG on mobile. Anything mobile is huge, huge.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Especially in India. How many people in India? 2 billion, 3 billion people in India. They all got cell phones.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, Jay. Esports promoting.
That's what's big about the cloud. Nobody realized what kind of potato you can run the cloud on.
That's
Yep.
true.
So
That
you
is
can have
true.
an old Android phone from 2009, 2010, and it's gonna play the same. Does anybody know what the minimum?
I
spec
wouldn't
is
say
for
that,
for
but
their
Windows
I get the
phone.
You
idea.
know what the minimum spec for their Android app is for the what is it the OS for the Android? What the minimum is to run?
Oh, I have
cloud
no
right
idea
now?
anymore.
I just want to see how far back that OS goes. I bet you
Let's
it goes
look.
back pretty far.
I don't know. But I know that's a major, major situation that people are just completely overlooking. That is major. I was
How do you-
stunned to see that.
So, I just want to say this. I think, even the fact that I might not be Kojima's biggest fan in the world, I think it's huge that Xbox made some sort of arrangement for him to work with them for fans of Kojima. I think that's a big deal. And the Atlas games finally coming, like the Personas, that's huge. I mean, that's something that I've been asking for that since like Persona 4 Golden came out on the Vita.
Moves in the Asian market. Huge.
Yes.
Nobody understands the moves they're making in the Asian market. Nobody understands.
Nope.
At least the people on Twitter. I know Twitter's such a small pocket, and there's so many people.
I'm
who
going to
have
say this
way
about
more
Kojima.
understanding than people that are sitting on Twitter, but that is decent, I think.
It's good that they got him because it brings diversity, but don't give us a Death Stranding also. Please give us something good.
Whatever. I have no idea.
Ain't a walking sin.
Just don't
be
give us
completely honest-
don't give us nothing like Death Stranding. Let it be a good game. Not something you experimenting with because just saying he ain't had a hit in a very long time. So we need a great game out of him. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just Sony didn't want to give up that sequel. They felt, it didn't do what they wanted it to do. So let's hopefully he comes through this time with some, a good idea, a good IP, a strong IP, something that could equal a sequel. You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. Not just having his name saying, oh yeah, we got him, but what is he giving? That's what matters.
Wasn't he meant to be working on it with someone else though, like a female developer or something?
What do you mean?
Wasn't he in the partnership with some female developer or some female?
Well, we don't know what it is. They didn't say anything. They didn't say one
We
word.
have zero ideas.
They didn't say nothing. So we ain't gonna get in here and start that. AKA performance mode and performance and quality mode in Starfield. They did not say that. That was the community. They didn't say anything. All they show you was gameplay. Facts. So we'll see. Nobody knows what he's making. I just want it to be good because I'm a Kojima fan and Death Stranding ain't it. I'm sorry, it ain't it.
Walking simulator.
Wait, you didn't like Death Stranding?
That game was boring.
I didn't know about I never played it because I thought it was gonna be boring. But I hear like now when you go in because there's so much influence that they have from other people playing the game that are built into the game that it's a little different to play now. I don't know. I haven't played it. I have no clue.
I'd rather play No Man's Sky.
I enjoyed No Man's Sky. In fact, I just downloaded it for PC.
I'd rather play Pac-Man with no dots. I'm sorry. The game was boring.
I played last Tuesday. I played Pac-Man on Switch. I was and no dots. Kept getting eaten by all the ghosts.
Yeah, you weren't very good at it.
Oh man, I was hurting. Hurting.
Yo, who's in here is really excited for Forza because that was the gem of the show, and I kept telling people that's gonna be the game to show ray tracing in a racing game full time. Dudes is like, it can't be done. I said it will be by turn 10. They are the masters. They are the masters.
Really everybody's comparing it to
Horizons. I mean, come on now. Horizons was beautiful. I'm a Forza Horizons fan. Motorsport, I don't like simulation racing anymore. But I will tell you what. I just started playing that Formula One that came out on Game Pass. It was not really free, but it was free to check out. And I actually enjoyed the Formula One racing. In fact, I started watching the series on Netflix because it seemed pretty deep. It has a good story to it. But now I saw the Formula One for the Forza Motorsport get thrown in there. I'm like, oh, maybe I am excited about it. I'm never excited about motorsport, but I am actually debating it now. Like that might be a good
I'm more of a sim dude than Horizon. And plus, Horizon is not new stuff. That's old stuff. That's not new. It's just taking advantage of these consoles. But that's not a new engine. That's last gen engine. Everything in there is last gen. They just got more look nicer with 12K textures and stuff like that. This motorsport is a problem.
Yeah, but you guys catch all that popping during the show? Me neither.
Yeah, I was going to say, somebody shut his mic off. That's blasphemy. Like, what just happened here? We was doing so well.
My bad.
That game was amazing. I did predict a holiday season, but spring is not bad. My birthday's in the spring. So
it's crazy how they're comparing it to Gran Turismo.
Who?
All the Sony fanboys comparing it all to Gran Turismo. Yeah, you hear
Who's
me?
that? Who?
Yeah.
Gran Turismo don't look better than Forza Horizon. We're not doing that.
Dave posted the minimum requirements for Android device. 6 came out in 2010.
6.
So you can have a cell phone from 2010. I was a year off to play Xbox Cloud. To play on the cloud. Cell phone from 2010 technology.
Nice.
There you go. You can play it on a potato.
So I'm gonna go get a potato from my kitchen.
Cupcake is the OS for Android. Cupcake came out April 27, 2009.
There
you go, boys.
Let's talk about something that should have been at this event that wasn't at this event. Okay.
Oh no.
It's called Samsung TVs with Game Pass app. Okay. Yeah. That is huge, people. If you have a Samsung TV, Game Pass.
But why is it huge? Why is it huge, clowns?
Because they don't need to buy an Xbox. They can play right from their TV with the controller.
Nope, there's something bigger than that.
All right, Lemon, I'm listening.
They're the #1 manufactured TV on the planet.
Well, see, I
There'll
didn't
be
know that.
most TVs.
More
the
than
world.
TCL?
That's all I
Yes,
own is
TCL is
Samsung.
number 2, Hisense number 3. Don't do that.
I should
Graph?
say that. I
That's
have a
the
good
biggest
TV down
thing.
here.
That's the biggest thing. They have the biggest market share on TVs. The biggest market share. So that means more people will see this app compared to any other brand.
Yes.
That's huge.
That is huge. And Jay, I'm not sure if it matters what year it is. I think as long as there's a marketplace for it. I think as long as your TV has a
Well,
marketplace
it's
for
definitely
apps.
not. It's going to be updated. I mean, not every TV will be updated, but it's definitely going to be a lot of. It could be at least the last 3 years of TVs, but that's still a lot of. That's millions of people. Millions of people. That's awesome. That is awesome.
I need it with my LG.
Yeah, I got a Sony TV as well.
No, all I got is Samsung in my household.
But y'all got Xboxes. Y'all fine. Y'all be all right.
Y'all survive.
You're okay. But it's still awesome, man.
I don't know how that'd be right, Grass, because think about it. The technology inside those processors, I think, makes a difference from 2022 to 2021, 2020. If you could run on the Android phone from 2010, I'm pretty sure it could run on a TV.
Facts. That's a fact.
For real.
It depends on how much of it can be updated with I'm drawing a blank on the word. Crap. The inner word or how much the chip inside the TV can be updated remotely.
Updated, firmware updates.
Firmware, yeah. Because like I had an LG TV that when I first got my Series X couldn't do all the goodies, the bells and whistles, but then they ran an update on it, and all of a sudden I had a lot more functionality. So a lot of it's firmware related, and hopefully, their chips are somewhat upgradable, at least for the past few years, for doing what they need to do.
Yeah, but you don't need a powerful chip to stream.
No, it's just
you can stream Netflix and all this stuff at 4K. They should be all right.
Yeah, it just depends on what the chip needs to do. I think it just depends on what the chip needs to do internally.
On the cloud, they have different recommendations for different devices. So, like Apple device for your phone only requires 10 megabits of download, but your iPad requires 20. The same with the PC, we need 20 megabits download speed. I mean, that's probably pretty normal in the United States these days. Is 20 megabits anywhere in the world. I mean, I only compare United States. I think we have crappy internet here compared to anywhere else I've been in the world. But I think we'll be all right. I don't see why not. I think that's what it has to depend on is somebody's internet connection.
Yep, and that's what I've said all along is all this cloud stuff is all going to depend on how your internet is. And there's some parts of the country that it's not going to be
cloud, but you got to play good in the cloud. It's not you got to be good and no thanks to these companies being greedy who not spreading the love with the internet. That's why our internet is crappy because all these Senate deals and all this stuff.
Of course, yeah.
And they're doing more of the politics than anybody else.
It's not privatized anywhere else. In many other countries, it's part of their infrastructure. It's just like roads, bridges, and electricity.
And then and Europe is smaller than the United States. And so is Japan. That's the problem. It's easier to get to them.
They got better internet. Same with Asia. Is they build their cities are compact together. Where the United States we're all spread out.
We're all spread out, and we're a bigger country.
Where they're all compacted in one little areas. That's the difference between the United States and many other countries.
That's a fact.
How we live.
And
that's why they got better internet a lot of times because their form factor is a lot smaller than us. They don't have to scroll out hundreds of miles to get to the next guy.
For us, it's state by state because California internet is not good. 100 don't have great, where he at. Where my father at is terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
And in some of it does depend on where you are in California, really.
Right.
Just like any other area.
San Francisco got great internet.
It's shared too. Your internet is dependent upon how many other people are on there. Is right?
Yeah.
So it'll hurt you.
Where I am, my internet's not great either.
Yeah.
But you got
San Francisco is amazing.
You pay for yours.
But that's Silicon Valley up there. They don't play that.
Yeah.
But $80 a month for
I know with my father at in Cali, it took me almost a day to download Gears 5.
That's what it is for us around here.
I was going to say, I know where your dad is at. He's out in the middle of nowhere, literally. I mean,
exactly. You got a modern city
where I am, so mine's really
$80 for 300
megabits.
megabits.
Connectivity package they just released. They just proved they're giving millions and millions and millions to cellular companies to drop their 5G spots across the country. So keep that in mind as well.
There's
5G
a lot
is
of
pretty quick.
politics going on here.
Yeah, right.
And they hurting the public.
We're just talking about infrastructure wise. I mean, there's things that change. I don't know if there's politics or not, but
remember Google Fiber was trying to make that move, right? And the local cable companies was like, hell no, we ain't letting y'all in here. Y'all got way more money than us. We are not giving up nothing. They canceled Google Fiber in New York. Canceled. They was not having that. These cable companies and Verizon and Cablevision and Spectrum was like, no, sir. Y'all not getting your foothold in here because, once they in, they in.
Yep.
No. They was like, hell no. Yep, and they bumped them right out. And they can't muscle their way in because it's a lot of paperwork. You know what I'm saying? It's not about money.
Yeah, it's the infrastructure that's there that they're going to have to use or tap into.
Mm-hmm. You got to realize my cable provider, they own the Knicks and the Rangers and they're not giving up this year for no Google. Google should try to partner with somebody, then they can get in. But taking over, they're not going to allow it.
My cable company owns Universal Studios.
Yeah, they got some money.
It's how they work in America. They're like owning loads of franchises, don't they? Like they always like lots of franchises.
Conglomerates, man. Everybody's owned by the same person all the way up.
Like the Knicks, they don't care about winning. They got all them corporations and firms buying tickets.
Yeah, they're advertising.
They don't care about winning nothing. They go to the playoffs. They still make more money than the average team that just won the championship. That's crazy. They got a losing team. Yeah, it's
that
business.
Ravenlock game reminds me of Alice in Wonderland.
Which one?
Ravenlock. It was just on the stream.
Oh yeah. That Hollow Knight 2 looked pretty good.
Oh,
yeah, the gameplay was all right.
Yeah.
Like whoever is playing it was doing a great job. They've obviously put some hours into it. That guy was moving and grooving.
It looked good. It looked good, right? It looked good. You got to have somebody that could play a game.
Yeah, he was doing a good job. Whoever playing Hollow Knight was doing a great job.
Yeah,
moving and grooving. I'm telling you what.
That was awesome.
They make it look so good. I got on there. He'd probably be super slow. I'd be jumping back and forth trying to kill somebody. This guy was just jumping across the screen, just whipping everybody's ass.
It just goes so quick.
Yeah, he was quick. He was moving. I mean, I'd be super slow about it. That's like how I saw the gameplay for the name just eluded me on Xbox title. The little guy and another little guy jump across platform game. Oh my gosh, help me out here, guys.
The little guy and the little guy.
Yeah, it has a little tail. Reminds you of the guy from Disney, Lilo and Stitch. What is the name of the game? Help me out here, guys. Wow, I feel like a fraud. Sorry.
He said he felt like a fraud.
Hour days. I'm like 84 hours this week, and it's like Friday. All right. I've been working since last Saturday. It's gonna be an 80-hour plus week for me this week. Guaranteed.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of hours.
I've 12 hours for the last 7 days, man. I'm still going.
You know what? When I'm at work, I do not feel your pain. Okay.
I don't feel my pain either anymore. It's gone.
You numb.
Numb to everything.
So one quick thing.
Ori, that's the name of the game. Sorry.
Jeez, Ori. Ori?
Oh, Ori.
Couldn't think of Ori. I was a little guy jumping around looks like a little Stitch. So I could think of.
That description sucked. Because I didn't know what you was talking about.
I didn't know what I was talking about either, obviously.
Yeah, a little white creature in the forest. Oh.
Yeah.
I could have said that, right?
Yeah, you could have said that.
I could have said that.
One of the hardest games ever made because I still can't beat it. That game is hard.
Yeah, when they played the gameplay for that, I'm like, this game looks so good. The guy, whoever had playing that game,
Wolong looks good.
Moving and grooving as well. And then when
Wolong looked awesome.
Dumb, moving slow.
What did y'all think about a game I played on PC maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago? Naruto, the Battle Royal Karate Channel 5 movie game.
I saw it.
That game is crazy.
Yep, and if you're in the Insider program, you have access to it already. I actually played it a little bit the other night.
What did you think?
I actually like it. I can't wait to play it a little more. and with more people. I'm probably going to get my butt kicked, but I do like the way it plays. I really do. I thought it was enjoyable.
Which game is that? The
It's the Battle Royale karate game, and you could customize
that.
your character.
What?
Yo, that game is awesome.
Naraka. Naraka.
Naraka.
Naruto. Oh, Naruto, something.
Naraka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
played that
melee
on
Battle
PC,
Royale.
man. That game is tough. I beta tested that for a minute. I'm happy to see that come to consoles and Game Pass.
Did you say Game Pass?
Phrase to say.
Did you say Game Pass? What is this Game Pass you speak about?
It's an amazing service, best deal in gaming to date, and it's giving you. And they showed 48 out of 50 games going to what? Game Pass.
Available for console, PC, and Xbox Anywhere. There, I got it right, Paris. It's
I
Xbox
was really
Anywhere.
excited about
See,
the
I got
PC ones. They really didn't hit much on that.
Xbox
last year.
everywhere. Xbox
Whatever.
everywhere.
They
Yeah,
loaded
same
that
thing.
Xbox PC.
Yep.
Xbox Everywhere.
And I didn't even know that came out the remastered Command and Conquers on EA Play on Game Pass on PC. I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
where-
wait.
Jared
What
Johnson-
Command and
Oh my
Conquer?
God,
Like
it's not on
Generals?
Play. What's that?
Like, do they got Command and Conquer Generals?
No, they got Red Alert and.
Oh
the
no, I don't
original.
want those.
All the
No,
ones
I need
with
Generals. I need
The
Generals.
RTS one.
Yeah. I
I
remember
never
those.
played
Yeah.
Generals.
Generals is the one that had like the modern vehicles and stuff.
They all have modern vehicles.
Nah, some of them got
I love the Red
alien
Alert
stuff
the-
and
yeah.
mining
The
for
Red Alert is
the-
fantastic.
yeah. I want Generals because it was regular army stuff. It had nuclear weapons, stealth bombers, stuff like that.
You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm a big Command and Conquer fan, but I don't remember Command and Conquer Generals.
Shut your mic
I do.
off.
I know. I'm googling it right now. I'm gonna look at it, but
Yeah, I'm a big
I have-
Command and Conquer fan too, and that was my
Yeah.
favorite, Generals. But
I-
they
it was-
did
Well,
Red
I have-
Alert
I have
series.
played it. I'm sorry.
Well, Red Alert was,
I think I
Tiberian
played Red
Sun.
Alert.
Tiberian Sun, right. I
Yeah.
love those too, but once they did Generals,
The
they
graphics
never
on
went
Command
back
and
to
Conquer
that
was
format.
great.
I wanted them to remaster that. But you said it's on Game Pass on PC, right?
What was
Yeah.
fun about the remasters?
have
They
remastered-
actually
They did
What's-
remaster Command and Conquer Generals already.
what's cool is when they put them on the Game Pass, the original old videos are still in there. So they remastered it and they cleaned it up, but it's the old videos that we saw.
Yep. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was so. You're absolutely Paul. I didn't even think about that, but it is nice to see that.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, when you hear their voices and those sounds and those tones, you're like, oh, it just brings you right back, man.
Yep.
It really
and
does.
Tanya,
Where's my
and
CRT
Tanya, remember
monitor
good old
at?
Tanya.
You know what? I
love
should
my
download
trackball
that right
mouse, I
now.
need 'em.
Command and Conquer Generals. I mean Command and Conquer.
Yeah,
Play 'em
it's
on my laptop.
3 of them: Tiberian Sun, the original, and I forget what the other one was called.
Or play it on my Surface Pro 8, which is my baby. That's
Oh,
my
did you end
new.
up getting it? Came in?
Yeah, I did a whole video and
jealous.
everything on it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the video. Probably my mind probably purposely didn't see it because I didn't want to be jealous. So I purposely probably didn't. I just skipped it over. I probably downloaded.
Well, let me rub it in. I got the Surface Duo 2 too.
Guarantee it. Guarantee it. If you got a downvote, it's probably me.
Oh damn.
That is I don't understand. People sleep on the Surface. Like that is so underrated. There's so much capability in
Nah,
the
that
Surface
Surface
Pro.
is
It's not
the
even
truth.
funny, man. I'm a
I
big
can't
fan.
even
I
find my
bought one recently.
Xbox
I have
No.
a 3, a 5, and a 7.
Hey, if I could afford a Surface, I'd have one all over the
I
place,
had an
man.
additional 5 that I got, and I gave it to Chris Bomb. He enjoys it. He loves it. And he's
Yeah,
happy
I
with
love
it.
my Surface, man. Plus, it's portable.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Whip that keyboard off. That's magnetic. I love that the chargers are magnetic. Everything's great about it. You could do tablet mode, dock it. It's so great. It's such a piece of equipment that's slept on. If you would have realized what a Surface would do compared to your iPad, you'd be dumbfounded.
You know, one day I'll get one. One day I will get a Surface. One day I will join the league of Le Mans with his tech gear and drones and cameras.
That's Le Mans. Come on, Le Mans.
Lemon.
Yeah, Le Mans. Yeah.
You're really bad at accents, you know that. Yeah, you really are.
You know, as Timmy would say, bloody right, mate. See?
Oh my God.
So, you know, before we get out of here, I know we've been going on for like an hour, and Dave and I were talking about our excitement, and Dave was talking about how he was so excited that his arm's in the picture. Does anybody else have anything that they want to say about the showcase? I think Xbox is going big and going strong, and I think these moves with Japanese games is pretty big. I think it's a big, bold statement to say, hey, listen, we can get these games on our console. You don't need to play them in other places. You can play them on Xbox if you want to. If that's where you want to play them, we will get them. And I think, you know, Xbox is getting a little bit more bold and more brazen with some of the stuff that they're
bringing a lot more variety and stuff of things for people trying to just sticking to the same type, bringing more variety to attract more people.
Yeah,
which is good.
So anybody got anything else they want to say?
Just real quick, I thought the Stalker 2 thing they did at the end was very nice. It shows what they've gone through and what they're bringing us, and I cannot wait till that game ships. I am looking forward to that game a lot.
I wish Xbox had more games.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, you know, I think there's a week in like October where nothing is dropping that I don't know what I'm gonna do for that 6 days. You know,
that's the problem. That's gonna be Game Pass downfall. You never know.
I'm canceling Game Pass.
You're not gonna know what to play. You used to be sitting there in front of the TV like like you have cable again, just at a skin channels looking for something to watch. Instead, you're just skin games looking for something to play.
Yep. Well, you know, I'll let us get out of here. It's been almost an hour and a half of us just going back and forth about the showcase and pineapple pizzas. So,
pineapple pizzas.
So Dave, you know, when you're not in the pictures with your arm, where can people find you?
Well, here sometimes, Retro Renegades sometimes. I'm usually just hanging around in the background in the chats. That's basically it. You can find me at. That's about it. It's background of your pictures.
Your pictures.
Hey, Dave, I'm gonna get a print of the picture with Carlo on your elbow, and when you come pick up the headset, I want you to autograph it for me.
Yeah, all right, you got it.
Nice. Timmy.
Find me
Timmy.
It's Timmy V2 on Twitter and V2 Timmy on Xbox. And
Notice
also in loads of chats on podcasts.
He said V2. That's right. He's not V1, and he's not V3001. He's V2.
Yeah.
Infinite. I like your arcade. I'm coming by your house. I'm taking all that stuff
Jay
home.
designed it for me. He did a great job. He came out, laid everything out, laid the pipe all electric.
I see that. Yeah. Thanks, Jay, for all that arcade machines that I'm going to take home. So, Infinite, where can people find you?
You can catch me here always on Thursdays. At least right now. We're pretty busy at work, so at least until fall. I might be sporadic as always, but other than that, you catch me on Tuesday at 7 o'clock with the mighty Retro Renegades. I'm sure you can catch many of the people here on the panel as well there occasionally. Other than that, on Twitter, ENFI3T. And thank you for letting me go before Paul, because I can leave now and not wait another 15 minutes.
Shut up.
But you know, I am before Paul, and I do got to give Graph a shout out. He did a free gamer pick for fans. You can find it.
I'll drop it right now.
Yeah, hashtag gamer pick and I retweeted it as well. It's a really nice image if you're a Starfield fan. Or if you want to pretend it's a ship from Destiny, whatever, whatever makes you happy. You know, it's there.
No Man's Sky. Don't be silly.
No Man's Sky? Okay. Yeah, Jay, we can pretend it from No Man's Sky. So, it's a celebrity, Paul, that likes pizza with certain Toppins, where can people find you? Hey, I didn't say it. I didn't say the word this time. I went around it.
Yeah, you can find me. Look, I'm just going to be really simple, quick, and easy here. You can find me right at this link, and that's going to give you all my socials and all the different shows that I'm on all week right there in the chat. Grab that. Go there. Favorite all those places, and you'll be good to go. There you go.
And Liman, where can people find you?
You're gonna stop talking Spanish Ebonics in here. We're gonna stop.
It's so
right
bad.
Now. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop.
I said it right.
No,
you did not. You did not even close.
Stop. It's limon.
Limon. Yes. See.
No. Just lemon to you. Lemon.
Or California. Or can I do California Love?
No.
Oh, you're gonna screw that up too. Don't
do that on my outro. You can find me at 108 Dragons TV on everything. You can find me on 4GQ TV Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks for everybody that pulled up. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And who's gonna see this later? Facts.
Yeah, definitely. So you can find me on 4GQ TV. We got some things coming up, actually. Also, I do want to let you know, pay attention to 108 Dragons TV Lemon Show.
Jeez.
Coming up.
Wow.
No. He's got a really good show coming up that you don't want to miss. What date is it, Lemon?
The 18th, this Saturday. We got some special guests pulling up. We got Paris Lockhart. We got my man, the Infinite Clowns. We got my man, Wandering Dutch. We got my mans in them from the Iron Lord podcast, not the Iron Lords podcast. Addict's World. We got my man Addict and Hustle pulling up. And of course, my excellent co-host Super G, who my man Clowns forgot to mention in your experience at Game Fest.
Hey, I introduced him to Paris, though. I did.
Good job.
Yeah. Paris got to meet him in person, so that was awesome. But so we got some interviews coming up. We got Cara Moline coming up. We got Maury Hollowell. Both have done Marvel Comics art. We have Bill Johnson, I want to say Paul is his name. He did Blackula and he did the old Luke Cage. He wants to come on. You talked to Brian Azzarello, who's a DC artist.
We need to get set up with Brian.
Brian wants to come on. We got Emma Kubert, the granddaughter of Joe Kubert. She wants to come back on for a full interview.
An independent filmmaker, my friend T.L. Westgate, and I know you guys don't know who he is, but wait till you hear the story, and hopefully we can show you some of the clips of some of his stuff.
He's actually, and you know what though, he's actually an instructor at the Los Angeles Film School, so that is a pretty big deal. He teaches up and coming directors and other stuff. So he wants to come on. We got Bill, who does paranormal stuff for Discovery Channel. He wants to come on. And we got some other stuff that we're working on in the background as always. It's just a matter of, getting everybody's times together and stuff. And so find us there in the future, 4GQ TV, and check out everybody else's show. Check out their Twitter handles, and thank you for dropping by tonight. I know we haven't been on in 2 weeks, and I think that's affected a lot of people not realizing that we're still on the air, but we're here and we're coming back. So yeah, we'll be here. So thank you for watching tonight and watching later, and have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.